superstitions, Atibo. Tranquilo.
Okay. I'm still annoyed I have to re-record this. There's one thing I did learn from just skimming through Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What?
This is actually from the just a remake of the movie, the first part.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I was actually surprised too. I'm like, man, because it's been a while since I've
Yeah,
seen
it's been a while
the
since
movie.
I've seen.
And it's like, I haven't watched the Crystal Skull ever, and I haven't watched the recent one.
Ah, you're not missing much.
Exactly.
Senor, the Jovitos could be watching us. Jovitos don't
Perverts.
like intruders.
Relax.
It's like, I think I've watched like 1 and 2 a couple times.
Uh-huh.
Why do they leave these
3, maybe once,
I think
because I
they're
really don't
attempting
remember
to
much
do
from
that.
it. Even at all. And then, obviously no Crystal Skull or the one after that.
The Jovitos are near. Poison is still fresh, 3 days. They're following us. If they knew we were here, they would have killed us already.
The guy on the left is like, oh, can I have some? Like, desperately needing water.
Are they Peru?
Think so? I forgot. And I just said that I just skimmed through the beginning part of the Raiders of the other day, and it's like, I forgot. See, it's like third person, and then it's like, as if they worked on third person beforehand and then changed their minds.
South America. Oh, great. A whole freaking continent, huh?
It's like he turns around and be like, damn you, Indy.
The temple is up there, senor.
Can I just get rid of him now?
This is it. This is where Forrestal cashed in.
A friend of yours.
A competitor. He was good. He was very, very good.
Senor. Nobody has come out of there alive.
I was gonna say, but I'm better.
Please. You first, senor.
The one thing the like so far that's like from playing the 3 hours I did before that I have to re-record is why doesn't freaking Indy have a freaking flashlight? It's like, dude, there's so many parts. I'm like, dude, I wish I had a flashlight.
Senor. Get these things off me.
Stop. Stay out of the light. Forrestal.
You said he was very good.
He was. Just not good enough.
Are you?
I guess we'll find out.
Real quick, where is copyright or stream removal? Yeah. Ow. And that's where Indy died.
The end.
Let us hurry. There is nothing to fear here.
That's what scares me. That did it.
Indy's an archaeologist, right?
I want to say yes.
It's like I forgot where I was reading because of like the reviews of the games and people were like saying it's like, oh, like I saw one person was like, it's like Indy as a kid like inspired me to become one because I thought it'd be so cool and adventurous. And he's like, reality isn't as adventurous.
That's how it's done.
I'm like thinking, man, what? No Nazis, no anything like making you save the world.
No, Nazis are still alive.
Yeah.
Sadly.
You bastard.
Give me the whip. Give me the whip.
Adios, senor.
It was funny when I first did this. The first recording. This is where I died because I immediately just ran and jumped and not waited.
Adios, Sabito. America. It's all in America.
Man I knew 10 years ago. I learned to hate you in the last 10 years. Well, where the hell were you? Damn it, don't you leave me down here by myself!
Marcus.
What's that exit? Oh, it's like a labyrinth.
Like waiting. The devil.
Have you ever watched the Mummy movies with Brandon Fraser?
Yes.
Which one would you say would you have liked best, Indy or the Mummy?
Yeah. Mostly what I can remember from the Mummy movies was the really bad CGI rock.
Yeah.
And
It's still a good
as a
story.
kid, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Cause I want to say I think I liked the first two like Mummy movies, and then from there it got really silly, but like they're still entertaining, you know. But it wasn't like I'd go out of my way to watch them, you know. It's like, oh, nothing's on. I watch the Mummy movie, you know.
I don't know, there was more than two.
Yeah.
So vagrant.
I know there's one with Jet Li. Oh man, this beautiful man. I miss him still.
All right, pal. You can't sleep here.
Look at him. Remember his name?
Nope.
No.
Who the hell are you?
Tony Todd? Candyman?
Nope.
Death from Final Destination?
Nope.
I'm just disappointed, you know.
Whatever you're up
He
to,
just passed
pal.
away a couple months ago.
Like a punch from
Did not know.
Yeah. There's no way Indy's gonna be able to beat this guy.
Is that the best you got? Homunculus, come catch it.
The one thing I loved about hearing about Tony Todd with the interviews was like everyone who met him for the first time was like, "Oh my god, he's like he looks so menacing, right? So tall, this or that from all the movies they've seen him in and the roles he plays."
I'd wondered where you'd gone to. What?
And then like when they met him in person, most
Where did he go?
kindest man ever.
Who?
The giant.
I didn't see any giant.
I caught someone breaking into the museum. He was tall. He took something.
Well, did you see his face?
Scarred. Dark skin. He spoke some form of Latin.
Latin? Well, that is a novelty.
Come on, Marcus. We need to find out what he took.
Yes, righto. This display case has been ransacked. Is there anything missing?
Let's have a look. Ancient Egyptian, obviously. A depiction of Bastet.
Look at this mess. The exhibits are all over the floor.
The Bastet statue goes in the Egyptian section.
Looks right, Indian.
A funerary mask, Brody.
Is that solid gold?
No, this isn't right.
Yeah, that's I already forgot the flags.
No. I don't think this was a votive offering.
Agreed.
Funerary mask goes here.
Grab.
Terracotta. Likely Babylonian, not a Baroque. No, the display has a Syrian flag.
But actually,
This thing isn't from Syria.
oh, that was the other thing.
Right, Indiana. So, that's where the relief belonged.
Ah, look at this. Ugaritic
I suck at flags,
well
okay?
done, Indiana. So, is
Flags?
everything back?
Yeah. Like of countries?
Well, what's missing?
Like I remember sophomore year,
W. 003.
one of our tests, like in the beginning of the year, the teacher wanted us to learn all the flags.
He took the cat moment.
And then match, like basically match them right and like what name they are.
Why?
And failed it.
One of my teachers would, for extra credit, like the back of the test or whatever, he'd put like little things for us just to like
Keep looking.
answer if we knew. You get extra credit. And a bunch of the times he would put, "What flag is this?" And
Yeah.
luckily, the class before that one, the professor had a big old freaking poster of like the world maps. So I would like for hours just stare at that, and then I would just I knew the answer to everything in the other class.
Jesus. Honestly, if I have to think about how many teachers have given like me the option to get extra credit, it was very little.
Yeah, same here. It's very little, but it's like the teachers
No,
that
like-
do are usually the ones that
Yeah.
Marcus,
like it's the class is already easy,
Yeah.
which doesn't help. Like, oh, I have an A already. Why do I want extra credit?
Yeah.
Oh, don't,
But yeah, I failed that test. So I think I got like less than basically an F on that one. I'm like, dude.
Speaking of failing tests, I remember in my sophomore year, that same teacher, the first test he gave us, it was a 25 multiple choice, no, not multiple choice, a written.
got caught when he
Uh-huh.
looked through the
Forget
window.
what it was, but
let's
he
retire
made it
for
so
all
that if we missed a single one
idea.
of those 25 questions,
Somebody
it's
sure
an
was
automatic
more
F.
trouble to steal a
Oh
cat
my
mummy.
god.
It was a beautiful
But
piece.
we can retake the test as many
Found it
times as
in the
possible.
seaward,
Oh
didn't you?
my god.
Yeah.
Like the first time
6
I
weeks
failed
ago.
it, I got like
Some
23 out of 25, so it wasn't too bad, right? I can just
Yeah.
retake it, and I knew the answers. But he didn't update that thing for I don't know how long, and that was the only thing that was graded. So for like 2 months, I had an F in that class.
Oh my
And
god.
then when my mom
It's the
found out,
sigil
she
of
like
the
freaked
Vatican
out.
Secret Archive, if
I'm
I'm
like,
not
"Mom,
mistaken."
relax. I have an A. It's just he hasn't
This isn't just
updated it."
about a cat mummy,
But she
Marcus.
didn't take my word for it, so
What you going
like
to
she
do,
God.
grounded me.
Indiana?
I'm like, hey. Which is now
Only my
why I'm
class
mad
is
at her. Like
covered, of
now,
course.
it's like my sister can fail a class and
Yeah,
everything, and she
Dawson
won't do
seems the
anything.
likely choice.
I'm like, if I got a
Kittredge.
C, you would have like freaked out.
Oh, look.
She has more
Someone's
strength than you.
left you a gift. How long has that been in there?
I haven't opened this suitcase for a
You
year.
think Harrison Ford gets paid just for his likeliness?
Oh yeah.
Not since Cairo.
Because doesn't he want to retire?
You aren't going to
That's what I hear. I hear he's gonna retire every other movie,
Who's it
but he's
from?
in like every other movie too.
Yeah.
He likes the money, I guess.
Because it's like I thought I saw somewhere where people were saying that it's like I think because of how much people are liking the game,
What are you packing?
Uh-huh.
And
a lot of
just
people were saying they
where
can
are
finally
you
retire. That Harrison Ford can finally retire Indy. Like the
Cindy.
for like the yeah. But like I think they're saying for like the movies
You can talk to me.
and just continue Indy as like a video games,
There's nothing
and
to
he
say.
gets his money over time. You know.
She rang me. Did I tell you that? 2 months back, when you left for Siwa.
This will be a nice gift.
Though I must admit I am intrigued. I mean, why would the Vatican want your cat mummy?
Exactly. And there's only one way to find out.
Come now, Indiana, you can't travel to Italy. The college would never sanction leave for this. Not in the middle of midterms. I mean,
Marcus, what's done is done. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the Siwa expedition, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
and
It was-
when you got back, she wasn't there.
I gotta go.
I thought he was gonna be like, "You're going through me, then."
Just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Another test that I failed in that class, that history class, was Name all
Contemplate a
50
road.
states
Stop.
of the
Need
US.
help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop.
Please tell me you got that one.
What do you mean?
My friend, stop. Vatican
Like I
nonsense.
passed
Stop.
it?
We'll
Yeah.
wait for
I
you
just
until
told you it was
say
another another test I failed.
I didn't hear the failed.
Stop. Antonio.
You don't remember that freaking thing we did in elementary every Friday, Fun Fridays, where we had to recite that damn song with all those states?
Nope.
Oh my god, man. Anytime I'm trying to remember like the states, I just recite that song.
Okay. Village steps.
That's okay though.
Should be on the other side of the
He had unintentionally gave us the wrong test, but it still had like a bunch of the states. So like the following test, I passed it.
It's the capital one that I don't know. Like name the state's capital. I'm like, oh. Sacramento and Hey, that's it.
And that's professor to you.
But yeah, it's like
Here we go.
the one thing I loved doing was the way to distract that teacher from actually doing work. Like at one point we were talking about the Bahamas or Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's like, "Hey, don't you love Bob Marley?" He's like, "Oh, I love Bob Marley." And that would distract them so bad.
Jamaica? I thought it was like Dominican.
Or something. And it was all I know is Bob Marley, and it made him like he got him distracted. It was so funny. But the thing is, like, he would show us a lot of like the history videos, you know.
Yeah.
The problem was, a lot of them were voiced by Morgan Freeman. And I would pass out.
Non mi piace quel suono.
That'll do it.
But it's like, have you played the Uncharted series?
Nope.
No,
One of
okay.
you.
Sweet dreams.
I was gonna say it's like, because I know Indy had some games before, but it's like never played them. But it's like I've always been more like, I like Laura Croft more. But Nathan Drake has also been really cool.
I still never understand why they casted Tom Holland as
I don't know, man.
what's his face during the movie.
Let me see here.
Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
This will come in handy. Which locks do you open?
This shit's got Nathan Fillion.
Letter from a Vatican priest.
L'uccello mi ha cagato sulla scarpa. Conta qualcosa?
Se ti ha reso migliore la nottata, direi di sì.
Don't turn around. Oh, excuse me.
Quel rumore.
I thought there was someone here. Right here.
Dad could learn something from this.
I didn't notice this the first time.
Fascist.
Where's Lady Demetress?
Too easy. Off to the dreamlands.
Come on.
Now, what do the black shirts want with the Vatican?
I hate how every time I bring out a key, it drops my weapon.
Your hands are occupied.
Yep.
Place it down.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, good enough.
Getting closer. Nice view.
Bandage. Some money.
Merce confiscata dal Vaticano.
Il Vaticano è un luogo sacro.
È tutto a posto. Non preoccuparti.
Strano quel suono.
Nice and easy.
No. Keep going, dog. I'll take down anyone except the dog. Oh.
Might be something I could pick up from this.
Ah, che tempo.
Don't look, don't look, don't look.
Nighty night.
Hello? Oh, this guy's gonna get it. He didn't say thank you. It's like that would be what breaks my cover. It's like just by instinct, you know. Like if someone sneezes, I go salud, right? Even sometimes to like random people, it's not often, but it's like whenever I hear it and they're next to me, I'll say it. But it's like
Fair and square.
it's like a spy. It's like, okay, I have to be all quiet, infiltrating. Someone goes sneezes, salud. What? It's like shit. By the spoon.
Whoops.
I just love the shadow of Indy, just like he's still holding up the stick. No. Oh, is he drunk?
Surprise.
Pick up every donut. Oh.
Prolong! Non sei pronto! Ma perché sempre a me questi incarichi noiosi? Presidiare il castello, discutere con i preti, assicurare...
Gotcha.
No, 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 no. Yeah, well, that still worked out.
This sounds interesting. There it is. The village steps. Pleasure's all mine.
Indy, is that you?
Antonio.
We have to make haste. I just saw Father Ventura with a black shirt on his way to the Castello.
Father Ventura?
What's that?
I said, who is Father Ventura?
We call him the Men in Black. A friend of Mussolini. Practically runs the Vatican now that the Pope has taken ill. Shh, that's him.
A Benito serve altro per renderlo a proprio agio.
Il duce non sarà mai a proprio agio dentro il Vaticano.
Capisco. Quando arriveranno i suoi ospiti?
Domani, se il vento è favorevole.
I can't hear them anymore.
I think they're gone.
Father Ventura opened the gates to the Vatican. Now the fascista are everywhere. Shameless.
Did you just spit on me?
Who's the guest they're waiting for?
I have no idea.
God, that just reminds me of the one time I almost smacked a priest. Because what's it called?
Made it, Henri!
When you do your first communion?
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they never
how
had
much-
one.
Years has
Oh.
it been? 19.
But it's like you do your first communion and then you do your something else afterward. What a communion.
Unbearable
Something?
without a good friend
I
at my
don't know,
side.
man.
Follow me.
I was a Jehovah's Witness for a couple of years, so.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those people.
Antonio.
Waking me
No.
up in the morning.
That was a select group of people.
Oh, okay.
Now that's
I
the
had a
latest
buddy that
on
was a
being out in
Jehovah
New
and he
York
loved
City.
doing that. I'm like, dude. I'm like, why? It's in the freaking 6 a.m. in the morning.
Grazie, amigo mio.
I'm like, yes, I'm awake, but God, man. Like, no one wants to interact with people that early in the morning.
The only reason we became Jehovah's Witness was because my grandma's too nice, so she can't close the door on people.
Yeah.
She's like a big old extrovert, so unfortunately they got her.
And then they went to your grandma, we need 10 grand. And then she's like, actually, I'm not Jehovah no more.
Music is astounding.
She would get
How do they play?
Oh my
money.
God.
She is one of the most gullible
What's
women
going on outside?
I've ever met.
Oh, I was a horrible
Seem to be
Catholic.
particularly on edge this morning.
What I would do, because
I have
I'm
Cordelia
not
if you want
religious
something.
at all by any means. I was just forced to do it, right?
Yeah.
Every Sunday we'd go to church, right? Because I had an attendance for that thing, right?
So what brings you to the Vatican?
My mom would give me either
I'm
$5
looking for
or $10
someone. Tall
when we're
fella.
there,
Tall fellow. Well,
and I'd have $1 in my hand, and when she would hand me the money, I would just drop the one,
Risotto ai funghi is,
and then I'd give her back
Very
her money,
tall.
like when she's not looking.
Giant. He stole something from me, and I mean to find out why.
What did he steal?
Well, a cadmo.
And it's like, I'm not
Very
religious. I
unusual
don't
for
mind
where it
people
was
that are
found.
religious.
And the thief left behind his Vatican calling card.
You know, as long as like you're not trying to force it down my throat. Like I don't care what you do,
Seems a
you
bit
know.
far-fetched, don't you think? Can I see this calling card?
What do you make of this?
It looks like the sigil of the Vatican Secret Archive.
Oh, but back to the me almost slapping the priest. It was like, I think it was like after the first communion, which takes like 2 years.
Look, things
There's like
don't add up,
another
and it's
2
driving
years
me
or
crazy.
something
There's
else, or
more
1
to that
year. I
cat-
forgot what it is.
and I'm not
Or
letting that
you do the
giant
really
off the
fast
hook.
way. You fly to Mexico, or you drive to Mexico, go to the priest, and for 1 hour, you get it done.
And a certain Father Crescenzo
Thing is,
claimed
they didn't
to have
tell me
seen
the
secret
priest was gonna
messages
slap me.
inscribed in the oldest buildings of the Vatican.
So when he slapped me, my instincts went, and my hand was like going for the swing, and my uncle stopped me.
Hidden in the holy city.
My uncle was like, "Holy shit, he was gonna
But
slap."
bear in mind that Father Crescenzo was known mainly for one thing.
Oh yeah, what's that?
My mom was like, "Were you gonna slap him?" I'm like, "Yeah, he slapped me."
You have, let's get you dressed like you belong here.
It's like obviously it wasn't a rebuttal. It's like when someone slaps you, respects you, you either retaliate or you go for, you get someone else to do it, you know?
Yes, and the conservation.
Because it's like, who are you gonna tell who are you gonna tell on the priest?
But you did say you wanted to investigate this.
Hello, Pope.
It's a lead
Yeah,
worth
I
following.
need someone. You need to slap for me.
I hope they fit.
Say, here's the weird thing. It's like, oh look, I could put in your suit. Oh, cool. First person. It's like, I can barely see it. And then one other like deluxe edition
Perfetto, quindi.
bonus is it's an outfit from one of the movies. It's like,
I found another calling.
what's the point?
We have to be careful. Il Duce has eyes and ears everywhere, even in the holy city.
Vi siete fatto un amico, padre?
Well, Padre Ventura, this is,
Father Gallagher from St. Joseph's, Boston.
Ah, an American. You're here to help. Antonio, he's going deaf, he says. An old war wound, I'm told.
Well, I'm just here to serve God. Aren't we all?
Ne assumete la responsabilità. Credo che il Santo Padre sarebbe in quanto contrariato. se introducessimo individui discutibili nella sua città.
Naturalmente, Padre Ventura.
He's a jolly fellow.
Yes. Good luck, Indy. If you need me, I will be here, in my office.
Take a look in the library. See if I can't find that symbol.
All right, Indy. I'll see you later.
It's like one of the funniest things is like still goes on. It's like I find it funny. It's like my parents still think I'm Catholic. when I've told them plenty of times, I'm like, I just don't believe. I'm like, I'm not atheist, but it's like I'm like,
Let's see if
because honestly, atheist is like a belief in not believing in God, you know.
Yeah.
Madre di Dio.
So it's like I don't want to be a part of that either. So I'm just like I'm not
entrance.
anything. you
Not
know?
religious.
Yeah.
Where do you think
But
it
I am
is?
too.
There's a candle on the table you can use to light your way. Good thinking, Indy.
And the one thing is like my parents always like, why don't you believe it? It's like it's all like true, this or that. I'm like, you're telling me
I've been
proof?
asking to have the library
I'm like,
lately.
you want
Source?
proof? I'm like,
be careful.
how did the virgin get pregnant without a blank? You know, answer me that. And then they're like, oh my god.
It was full.
Whatever its purpose was,
I'm like, what?
ban it for centuries.
You tell me that. My new favorite one is like, so does that mean that Joseph is the first,
Where are you going, Indy?
Let's see if there's another way past this gate.
the first cock?
Of course, I will stay here then. Alone.
By God himself, huh?
Yeah.
Imagine getting NTR'd by God, huh?
Oh man, God, I pray to you every day. Wait, are you banging my wife?
It's very dark. I think we need.
I wonder if that's the first goddammit that's ever been spoken.
It's where it originated from.
Almost looks like a kind of alchemist's laboratory.
Much older than anything here.
God, you did it again.
Father Crescenzo, perhaps. His writing certainly
that on the
is
table?
eccentric. You know, this might be a map of those inscriptions you talked about.
I fear this will lead you nowhere, Indy, but if you can bring me some photographic evidence of these inscriptions, we can study them together in my office without raising suspicion.
Let's say I bring you some evidence. You got a camera I can use?
No, but speak to Ernesto, the old janitor.
Like, I just remember the one thing, one of the few things in my communion class that I did one day. That's just asking us like, do you believe in God, this or that? I got to me and I'm like, no. And then she's like, why are you here? I'm like, because my parents are forcing me. And she's like, and she's like, well, I'm going to explain to you why you should believe in God. She's like, well, what are the clear answers?
I'll keep it safe.
Spent the whole class, I swear to God,
For this unfortunate soul.
trying to convince me. And it didn't work, obviously.
Find me in my office, Indy.
You know? But it just got to the point where I was like, I'm like, oh, I see now. She's like, yeah. I was like, nope.
Yeah, at least you had a class with other kids. I had private lessons. I was just stuck there listening to them.
What an exciting
I didn't really interact with any of the kids. I just went there, sat there to listen, and then just left.
I'm sure it will, one way or another.
It's like, there was times where it's like, oh, they're gonna have a little party to celebrate the end of the year or whatever, you know, or
Yeah.
Christmas. And it was like after class, I left.
That was me yesterday. After this, she was like, "We're done." I got my bag and just left. Like, stay around for the food. I'm like, nope.
Later.
A lot of secrets in the Vatican. Must be some connection to the capital. Should see about
Yeah.
that camera too.
It's like my dad would show up and it's like he'd be like, "Wait, there's a party?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." He's like, "It's like, don't you want to stay for this?" I'm like, "No, let's go." And then the teacher would be like, "Oh, your dad came." I was like, "Heck yeah, oh man, this one." And my dad looked at me. He's like, and I'm like, like this. My eyes going, "No."
There must be another way.
He's like, "No, we have to go do something with the family."
These will go to someone who can use them.
It was just a reality. No.
So, as a Jehovah's Witness, you're not allowed to celebrate, well, anything.
Uh huh.
No birthday parties, no Christmas, no nothing like that.
Uh huh.
But it's against my grandma's nature to not celebrate something. So we would always make fun of her, like, because like we would still celebrate all that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, we don't really care about that.
God bless
But
you.
it's like my grandma would celebrate it, but she was like the most hardcore out of all of us. We'd be like, "Grandma, you can't do that."
No. You don't see any. You don't see anything.
The Vatican post office.
Don't make me pull it. That's the best. Don't make me pull it. No.
Fascist.
That went easier than expected.
Voi due, forza, al lavoro!
Finalmente. Era più di mezz'ora che discutevano. Da non crederci?
Some people just love the sound of their own voice.
Ah, an American. Yes, the fascists are... what is the word? I should not say. You have lost something, yes? Perhaps it is here in my collection?
Yeah, I need a camera. Antonio tells me you have some special deals.
Antonio sent you?
He's a friend.
Antonio is a lousy bum who cheats at cards. Goodbye.
Now just hang on. Let's work something out, huh?
I only have one camera, and it is very, very special. Quite small. Maybe this big. And you can take photos in color. Oh, so beautiful. You would need... well, it's very expensive. More than you could afford.
Look, I need to take some pictures, and there's no other camera in this place. So what do you say?
Well... this is the price you pay. I assure you, it is more than fair.
Man, Andy, maybe we shouldn't have just rushed over here, you know? Maybe we could have prepared more.
He was
It's
running
really
away from his
that good,
problems.
huh?
Good point. Wait, why didn't he just go to a bar?
Camera is yours, senor. And
It is one of his problems.
that I still think he is a lousy cheat.
Thanks, Ernesto.
You're an animal. Yeah, that's always the one thing that always comes up to my mind when I get a camera. Just do the
What?
Austin Powers thing. Yes, you're an animal. You're a tiger. You're Tony the Tiger.
Accidenti.
Sei matto. Abbiamo bisogno di altre medicine.
Is everything all right here?
Everything all right? Maybe you want to run a pharmacy without any medicine.
Think I'll pass.
Well, everything is not all right. If you have an infection, speak with the black shirts. The man in black gave our stock of medicine to them. Lurido bastardo.
Ventura, huh? That man certainly has a bad reputation around here.
What do you expect?
Eddie?
So far up Mussolini. Shoo! Get away from here! Damn cat. If you come across some medicine, turn it in here. The black shirts won't miss a few bottles.
Wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Okay. There's one over here.
The Lord be with you, Father.
Sì, benissimo così.
That's one inscription.
La terra si lavora bene.
Propaganda in the Vatican. What would Pope Gregory XV say?
No, no, no.
God's grace to you, sister. I think we need some more photos.
Il nostro amico da Galles, padre Tempo, e allora ha tenuto un'unia contro i fascisti.
E cos'è successo?
Padre Ventura lo ha fatto scomunicare.
Sembra un po'
Bella giornata, vero padre?
God's grace, ma'am.
Come on. There you go. I really feel like I'm speedrunning it. Like what I've redone or have done.
There should have been more.
You seem pretty flimsy.
Go to sleep.
Some kind of puzzle box.
A good thing I've already done this one.
This must fit somewhere. That's it.
Easy. Okay.
That should be enough photos for Antonio.
Okay. Go to Antonio. There, I did, and what I did in 3 hours, I did in 1 hour. Now the soldiers like, Father, you okay? What were you doing?
Padre Antonio ci è stato di grande aiuto. Già, pensavo che mi piacerebbe avere una sua fotoricordo per quando torneremo al convento. Chiedigliela, ne sarà sicuramente felice.
You're therefore perfect, even as your Father who is in heaven is perfect. Friscola, huh? Never tried it.
Indonesia, affascinante. Ho sempre voluto visitarla.
If only my students worked as hard as this.
Ma certo, sorella. Oh, e questa? Isola di Pasqua. Sembra divertente.
Well, Indy, did you bring me
You look
any
great.
photographic evidence of Father Crescenzo's imaginative claims?
Okay, here's what we got. Mind if I borrow your magnifying glass?
By all means. Some of these inscriptions look more like vandalism.
Definitely ecclesiastical.
Could be an early representation of the Christian church.
This figure is taller than the others.
Like a giant.
Huh. Someone has carved Latin all over these symbols.
A secret message from Father Crescenzo, perhaps?
This figure is holding a sword.
Maybe it's a warrior. Your Latin is much better than mine, Indy. What do these inscriptions say?
The architect of the crusade that did not happen. The door of the fallen angel lies beneath his monument. What does that mean?
I see that. The crusade that did not happen. Dum diversas.
The papal bull.
Yes. After the fall of Constantinople, Pope Nicholas V tried to declare a crusade on the Ottomans, but...
It didn't happen. Nicholas V, his tower. That's his monument. Let's keep looking.
Of course, I knew that.
The demon guards the way to the underworld, where the tomb of the warrior giant lies.
A demon? A fallen angel? Mother of God, the Father Crescenzo was onto something.
Maybe this giant's tomb lies underneath the tower of Nicholas V.
Yes, but it says here, to enter the underworld, one needs the blood of the 5 sacred wounds. Look.
Five sacred wounds from where Jesus shed blood. I'm gonna need some blood.
Blood of Christ. Il nome del Padre, Figlio, Spirito Santo.
I'm gonna need more blood. Personal.
What has been hidden beneath the Vatican? Henri, you should go to the Tower of Nicholas V and investigate.
Thank you, my friend. I knew I could count on you. Just like old times.
What was it? One of the things that happened in my community class was that, and one day, the basically what we were doing was like we were going to church earlier that day, so basically getting like a free, not really free, but it's like a free class, but like
Maybe there is an
we get
explosive
the attendance to the
hidden
church
below the tower. I would
earlier.
be curious to hear about it.
Uh-huh.
And then since the students went first before the adults at that time, so they can go back to class, right? Because that was the end of it.
I can only
We had to go
imagine
get
what is to be
the
found
we had to
under
go
the
drink the
tower.
blood and the body of Christ. So to get it over with, I'm like, I'll go first. So I went first, and it's wine, right? Usually took a big gulp.
Go to the tower of Nicholas V.
You're supposed to say I took a drink.
Lies underneath.
The taste of wine still has